influence with city-states. So that is a better value for money, meaning that our investment is going to last 33% longer. Or we would need to spend 33% less cash for the equal amount of time. I see. I will have to start building a harbour because that's possibly the route we'll have to adopt. Well, there's no other choice really to connect this city to a capital. Basically, the route will travel from this harbour to one harbour on the mainland, which is then connected by road to the capital, because the capital itself is not on the sea, so there's no access to a harbour there. It sounds complex, but it isn't really. The cannons are not really suited for that. I'm getting a bit obsolete. But at least it's nice to be able to defend their own borders, so I'll be proud of that. Three turns to radio, and then hopefully we'll get the Eiffel Tower built. As you see, we're now benefiting from faster embarkation movement because of steam power. Ooh, that's not what I intended to do. So finally we got that under control. See, moving these units around is quite tedious. You know, it takes time. It's also very boring because lots of tiny decisions take up time. Wine for crab is now ended. Okay. Copper. We'll have to start. I'll go back to him and sell it to him. And obviously he has to renew declaration of friendship with Persia. That will upset some, but I feel that we can't really do without. City is now growing, and should try actually get the settler built locally. Let's save time. So we'll aim for 2 more cities. Oh. Ooh. Sorry, I take that back. Persia was before us. Well, nothing we can do about that. Change of plans. No longer be building a settler here. But we'll go for... We'll have to go for a market instead, or perhaps a harbour. Yeah, we'll go for a harbour first. Oh well. I knew that someone was going to get upset. No, I really don't think so. Germany and Korea. Well, Persia's in us in Korea, that's gonna make it interesting. We're losing grasp for one of our allies, so we have to rectify that. That is because Rakmabang has actually completed a patronage technology tree, whereby we are suffering now a penalty. Basically our influence is decaying 33% faster. That's basically imposed on us what I was discussing earlier, the finisher of the patronage tree. Surprised that still alive. Oh well, not for much longer. Public school is now ready, so increasing the production of science here. So the only way we can actually boost that further is if we build a hospital. However, by that logic, Antioch is well suited to do the same. Yeah, so that's taken into account as well. One turn to radio, and we'll go gaga. London wants salt, Havana wants pearls. Yeah, let's do that first before we forget. There's no need to invest more than 250 for now, so let's keep it at that. Declaration of friendship with Germany. Excellent idea. Someone will get upset, but who cares? And Korea as well. I don't know if you just noticed, but Korea's actually entered the atomic era, which is scary. We've still got enough cash to win over another ally. Who's left? Laventa or Vatican City? We need 98 for that. That's not going to happen. We need 77 for Laventa. Why not? That's why. It won't last long. Yeah, let's quickly have a look at Marble for Adrianople. And it seems that pearls are definitely what we should get. I warn you straight away, this is not going to be easy. He's giving me 50 gold for open orders. Yeah, why not? Seems friendly enough. Sure, sure. Well, more than willing to sell open orders. They're willing to pay us. No problem. No problem, no problem. Oh, that's poor timing. Yerevan is now actually granting 50% more influence to whoever donates gold, and we just did donate 200. Oh well.
Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall.
Mr. Gorbachev, really? That's Ronald Reagan. Okay. We're going to use spy. Obviously, we're not going to go to Germany since they're so far behind. There's no point. There is absolutely no point. So let's keep one of the spies at Yerevan, which seems rather weak. We haven't got a lot of influence there, so let's keep them there. We can work on that as well. See, it's very hard to actually move the army. It takes time and it's just not fun. But it has to be done. We'll keep exploring the ocean. We don't really expect to find anything, but we'll retreat the Gatling gun for now. Oh, this is proving to be dangerous. I would just leave it then. Whilst we can pillage, so why not? It's going to pay for some of our costs. Oh, we certainly do not want to forget about him. He's probably our best friends. Oh, not anymore. How quickly things change, eh? Well, we'll have to revisit this, especially in light of recent developments. Being, well, we'll have our research agreements coming to ahead very, very soon. Right, Nicaea is going to be wait, it's a very powerful city, a lot of production, and it does have a factory as well. We do need a seaport somewhere that's capable of building units fast, because the sea, well, sea units are very powerful. However, this is not very well placed. The city is quite far from everyone else. But anyways, that's the only city we've got, so we've got to make preparations one way or the other. So luckily, the timing is perfect. So let's quickly test the theory. You see the Eiffel Tower, 0 progress. Our calculations tell us that the great engineer will yield about 300 plus, let's say 30 times 30. Is the theory right? That yield us a lot of hammers. Let's test this. And the Eiffel Tower is complete, so calculations were correct. We were right not to put the not to place him here, because they would have yielded about, say, roughly 5 a turn modified. So that's 6.5 a turn, 650, 100 turns. The game is over. So 650. We gain twice as much by doing this. And we'll also be getting the awesome power of the Eiffel Tower. So replaceable part it is, and I really want to savor. Oh dear, that's not good. But you know what? For 50, what the heck? You know. It's got no cash. Come on, I'll give you this. I'll give you 1 coal. You give me 5, and open borders, and we're buddies. How about that? Oh, sorry, I have to give him 5. Open borders is worth 50. How about that? Deal? Yeah. So we'll also get safe passage, and I really want to save it. Ooh! I didn't expect that. We just witnessed. We realised actually why the Koreans declare war. Okay, yes. We're very sorry this caused trouble, but we'll see. We'll see about what you think. Yeah. So basically, I'm just savouring the moment when I get to see another introduction video to World Wonder, and that's probably the only wonder I get to build in the modern era, and one of the very few I got to build overall. So it is a special moment indeed. So let's wait for that. See, I really wonder why the Korean is taking his time to deploy his units so erratically. I mean, I don't understand what is he doing right here and with cannons on top of it. That makes no sense.
We live only to discover beauty. All else is a form of waiting.
Beautiful shot. So we'll be getting 5 more happiness 5 extra happiness globally, that's global happiness, plus 1 for every 2 policies that we have adopted. So yeah, that's not bad. I actually haven't adopted that many policies, but nonetheless, it's worth having. Your unit from Hanoi. We'll certainly want to have probably shock units. Let's see, let's have 1 of each. The other one being this one. Let's bring him to the action. As you can see, very valuable addition to our army. And didn't cost us much. Well, it didn't cost us anything actually. Or the cost of getting Valletta on side, but that had to be done anyways, given that we're going for diplomatic victory. Okay, it's getting a little crowded here. I don't like being so exposed on the flanks. So we'll have to get our army to slowly start shifting. Not cannons first, I'll tell you that much. And definitely don't want to have the riflemen going either, since rifles will have to be upgraded. Oh, they can shuttle back and forth. Looks like a column of death. Slowly marching. Anyways. Okay, Hanoi's amazed, but so what's the point? Okay, so he's rigging the election now. We'll have to relocate him because we have lots of influence with Hanoi. We'll have to review that as well. How much actual influence we've got with each. Yeah, well, actually, I was going to come to that. Antioch actually benefits from an observatory, so we'll have to pump some more science. Yeah, that's pretty much the plan. Okay, well, we'll leave it for now. Thanks for watching this episode, and well, I'll see you. I'm sure you'll be many watching and waiting for the next installment. Thanks for watching again. Bye. Hi guys, back for another episode. Let's see if we can expedite the process. We now have far too many units on the map and a lot of tedious movement, so we have to try and maximize the efficiency of our clicking. Otherwise, it becomes a real mess. Ooh. Inca's meddling in our affairs in Sydney, so we're gonna have to rectify that. And luckily our spy managed to rig the election. So let's quickly bring our units down. We'll switch to Gatling guns. Perfect. I think we're done here. We'll move them to Sydney since we see that some other AIs are quite active there. So let's relocate and you have to buy it back. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of rearranging in the coming turns. I'm actually going to have the hussars, or the hussars rather, go around the other way. Our settler finally getting there. Let's move one of our frigates next to him just in case. And we'll ask the cannon not to do anything this turn. Try to put some units to sleep. And we'll certainly automate the caravel, so we don't have to constantly clicking. The search agreement that we had in place with Germany was around turn 226, so 227. So it should come to a head now, next turn 257, and that should basically get us replaceable parts immediately. Wikimedia desiring cotton, which we can obtain, since I remember the AI has got extra ones. Perfect.
Nun. Vorwärts.
We'll sell him some coal and some oil, and then we're good. If we sell him 5, how much oil do we have? We've got enough oil. If we sell him 5 oil, that's 225. Plus 2 coal, that's another 90. That's 315. So we should be compensated.
Abgemacht.
You see, we've got so much oil and so much coal that we can actually start selling all of it.
Was nun?
However, we need him to have the cash. And we'd rather deplete those who are in the lead.
Imanaja Kashkangi. Kajarichi.
This deal is worth 225 plus 45. That's 270 on the table. We'll take it. Yeah. Let's see. This is worth 180. He'll take it. As you can see, we got so much money. can even buy the Vatican, but there's no point really in buying the Vatican. There's one Christian follower there, none here. Don't think there's any Christian followers anywhere. There's some here and some there. There's one follower here. We will need some inquisitors. Oh, great prophet as well. As a matter of fact, we're probably better off having a great prophet and cleanse these cities. Yeah, let's have some fun. Let's go with that. But that's quite far from where I actually was intending to go. So let's have the great prophet here. Okay, as we were trying to do earlier, we'll use the mobility of these units to flank him. It's very difficult to advance, but it's such a slow process, that is the problem. Incredibly slow. So you see, it's basically it's a lot more efficient if we start automating a few things and putting units to sleep. However, we do have a lot of extra cash, and we have to find ways of using that. Oh right, yes. Well, there are ways that we can use that cash. We actually start purchasing buildings. Expensive, but can be done. A hospital here will be... how many turns is that? It's 10 turns. We actually buy it. Certainly, it will certainly benefit the city. So let's buy a hospital here. And tell them to keep working these tiles instead. Since we really want the city to grow. Yeah, I suppose that's the optimal balance.
Inka runakunaka wa-
See, we are inundated with cash. And the search agreement actually should kick in now. So you've got 1779 researched. No, we're not interested in that. So that should kick in, and we should be getting that. Plus some overflow. Slow turns. Unfortunately, that's just the nature of the game.
Nothing is particular.
Yes.
If you divide it into small jobs.
So let's quickly go back and sign another search agreement with Germany.
gesagt?
And let's have a look at. See, the overflow hit right where we wanted it to. Refrigeration. Why did we do that? Well, this way we basically open ourselves for penicillin, which will become available after we research plastics. And with some clever manipulation, we can dictate the way the overflow goes. And perhaps if we manage to research that as well before the other ones kick in, then we might get a huge bonus for having penicillin unlocked, shifting the median up significantly. The median will then be between penicillin, well actually no, between plastics and flight. The top wouldn't matter in that respect. So no. Oh. Well, we need refrigeration anyway, so perhaps we're better off researching dynamite. We'll push railroad up significantly. Let's see. Plastics is what we need though, because of research labs that we will be buying. It's safe to move our cavalry here because these units are all basically fighting on our side, so no danger there. They did well. Completed the museum, so we can actually start working on the broadcast tower. However, I feel that we need more infantry. So oh yes, of course, we'll have to spend a lot of money on that now. It's 200 a pop, but it is essential for our war effort. I feel 4 infantry is actually a good number. See, there's so many units, you still have to keep moving. It's going to be tricky. Great profit. I'd rather have him reach Toledo quickly and then ship him out. Finally, things are starting to take shape again. No, we're not. Certainly not interested in that. We also have to find out what and what turn we signed the other research agreements, so we can start planning for it. Biology, that's not good. We cannot afford to lose them. So we'll have to prop them up a bit. Okay, the seaport is ready here. That's good news. You see, with the bank we won't be really gaining much here. Only 25% of 14, that's 3 gold. It's not really groundbreaking. Well, we do have to help our culture. Stock exchange here is the obvious choice. Let's quickly have a look what's happening here. Seemingly Seville is quite isolated. Curiously enough. Okay, before we actually move any further, let's actually find out when exactly did we sign that research agreement. Okay, in our head, 232. So in 3 turns. So in 3 turns, we will have. In 3 turns, we will have research artillery. Is it worth moving out just yet? No. Certainly not. So instead of doing this, actually order them to, we can't really do much else. I'll order them to 45. What I can do is get the infantry on the move. These units need to remain within our borders, because if we want to upgrade them, that's where they have to be. Work as complete in here. Oh yes, if I remember correctly, the city needs some help. Settler's nearly there. Yes, yes, yes. It's always useful to have these units scouting the ground. And we are ready for another turn. Ooh, Korea has actually captured that anomaly. There was a city in the north here that was belonging to Siam, and that's been corrected now. Can't blame him really, but by that logic we should actually feel the same way towards Gulaman, and we don't really. Does not displease me at all. It's actually helping me earn cash by plonking another city here with lots of followers paying me cash. So I really don't care what color that is, as long as it's the religion is mine. It's not an enemy, so not a problem. All the tiles have been worked, aside from that one. We've got two alternatives here. We can actually plot. We can actually have the city built here or there. Although this is a better choice, and use that to improve that tile and then use it. So I have to get the worker down for that. And let's quickly change things around a little. Seville seems like the obvious target now, so we'll go for that. We could actually be attacked by the infantry here. So let's move behind. Well, there's no need for any improvements here, so we'll just bring him in. Profit, however, will soon be embarked. The Gatling gun is holding position here. Not really necessary. But anyways, we'll keep him here. And we'll tell the frigate to go to sleep. See, there's no lack of units to command. 3 more turns for the mine, which we don't really need. So let's order him to get going. We'd much rather have marble than extra iron.